Quincy City Clerk Nicole Crispo joining us for two things, an update on the latest Board of License Commissioners meeting and a preview of the upcoming state election. Nikki, how are you?
I'm good, Joe. How are you?
Doing great. Summer quickly passing us by here.
Yep. Hope you had a nice 4th of July and full election mode.
As my great grandmother used to say, on the 4th of July. Well, summer's over.
Yep. Yep.
But you did have a board meeting.
Yes, we did. Yesterday, the Board of License Commissioners meeting was at 4 p.m. Five things on the agenda. First one, hearing regarding the request of the Quincy Chamber of Commerce for a one-day liquor license for the Taste of Quincy Festival on August 4th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at 29 Hancock Street, which is the Best Westin Adams Inn. Executive Director Sharon Driscoll was there and talked about this chamber event, which is always a huge success in Quincy and such a great way to be able to, taste a little of so many varieties of food in our restaurants here in Quincy. So, in addition, Patty Barry's beer truck will be there and Widowmaker as well, and that went through 5-0.
Yeah, that's always a great take. And they have it, I know, out on the gazebo there, right over the Neponset River. So it's a nice night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always a huge event. And agenda item number 2, here regarding the request of Terry D. Italia, 304 Victory Road, for 3 one-day liquor licenses for July 17th, 18th, and 19th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the tall ship visit to Marina Bay. So, as you know, that's this week. And Denise Haja couldn't be there, but she asked her husband, Mario Casamasina, to be there. And they basically wanted to be able to offer Aperol spritz. And so they did contact Counselor Riley, and she had no concerns. There were no concerns from anybody there in the audience or on the board. So that went through 5-0 as well.
Oh, very good. Sounds like a lot of fun. It's a Dutch tall ship. I won't try and pronounce the name of it. But it arrives at Marina Bay on Thursday, and then it's
Thursday.
open for public tours Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should be a nice event.
should be. Yeah.
Agenda item number 3, hearing regarding the request of Tenka Group LLC doing business as Junie for a common victual license for a sushi restaurant at 1205 Hancock Street. B2 is the space. Proposed hours 11:30 a.m. excuse me, to 11:30 p.m. Proposed manager Ken Leung and attorney Russell Chen was there. And said that this is a 25-seat sushi restaurant, and the group has years and years of experience. There were no concerns from anybody there in the audience, and no concerns from board members. Councilor Jacobs was contacted and provided a letter of support. So that went through 5-0.
Okay.
Agenda item number 4. Hearing regarding the request of Barcacci's LLC doing business as Angelina Pizza at 1437 Hancock Street for a change of license category on their restaurant license from wine and malt to all alcohol beverage. And Mr. Barcacci was there, has had Angelina's for a number of years in the downtown area, and asked, that he be upgraded to the all alcohol beverage license. There has not been any issues there or concerns with the wine and malt. There was no one there speaking in opposition. The board members had no questions, concerns. So that passed 5-0. Councilor McKee was contacted by the applicant and had no concerns.
Okay, very good.
Agenda item number 5, hearing regarding the request of Asian Cafe Corp., 15 Beale Street, for a change of their doing business as name on their alcohol beverage restaurant license from Asian Cafe to Samanya Udon. And D.Y. Guan was there and just said it was business as usual, no changes to the corp, or to, excuse me, to the business, same menu, same hours, it's just the name. So that
Okay.
went through 5-0. And our next hearing will be on August 18th.
Wow.
I know,
Just like I
there we
said,
go.
flying by here. Yeah, exactly.
Certainly is.
Goodness. So, and as you mentioned, full election mode because the state primary is September 1st.
September 1st.
Can't be any
So
earlier.
it cannot get any, well, actually, we have had it in August
Really?
before, yes.
Oh, okay.
But not this time. This time we're going to be September 1st, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. The polling locations will all be open across the city. We also provide last day to register to vote in person, August 22nd, till 5 p.m. here at City Hall. That online you can register up until 11:59 p.m. on August 22nd. Early voting starts on August 22nd and 23rd here at City Hall, 8:30 to 2:30. August 24th through August 28th, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Last day to request a ballot by mail will be August 25th. And the postcards from Secretary Galvin, the mass mailing, should be hitting your mailboxes as we speak. I got mine yesterday.
Okay. And what do those postcards, what are those for, Nikki?
Those are for vote by mail. You
Mhm.
can request a ballot for both the September 1st election and the November 3rd final election.
Okay, very good.
And if
Right.
you don't use it after the September 1st primary, they'll do another mailing
Oh, okay.
for the November 3rd.
Okay, so you don't use that one for the final election, you get a new one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All righty. And I know that there were concerns about folks who didn't return their city census forms. How does the inactive voter list look?
Better.
Okay,
Better. The cards went out and they're coming back.
okay,
We're updating as we speak. But you know, there is that concern. You can always call if you don't remember if you sent it back, or if you have any questions, concerns, 617-376-1142-4344. Call the election office. We're always here to help, 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, or you can certainly email us, and we'll get right back to you. But like I said, the postcards went out. They're coming back fast and furious, and we're getting those updated as soon as we can. It's just important dates. They're all on our webpage. They're on the Secretary of State's website. And we're happy to help in any way we can.
okay, very good. And there'll be the drop box outside City Hall for mail-in ballots?
Yeah, as soon as we get the ballots here,
Yep,
we'll do our first mass mailing, which is all the cards that are coming in. They can start coming in as early as January 1st. They're good for a calendar year.
okay,
So all the ones that we have set up in the queue, once we get that first batch of ballots, we'll get those right out in the mail to the people that requested them. And then we'll mail every day going forward, right up until, um, I think it's the 28th. Yeah,
Okay,
is the last day to mail.
okay.
Ballots. Or it
And
might
can
be the
you,
25th,
the 25th is a Tuesday, before
last day
the
to
election.
request the ballot by mail.
Okay.
Yep.
And can you make that request online?
Yes,
You can. Okay.
yes,
Okay. Here we go.
yes.
Full election mode.
We are in full election mode around here. Um, you know, it comes so quick, especially when it's September 1st.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before
So
Labor Day, so yeah.
we're doing some new and important things that I can tell you about, where we have new poll pads for translation. They have 88 different languages. Um, you can talk right into the poll pad and um it'll decipher whatever language you press. So we're excited about that. The translation has come so far, and we'll have those out at the polling locations, as well as, of course, the poll workers in all our signage. Another initiative we're doing is with the signage, trying to get more signs at polling locations, um, letting people know, direct them into where to vote. Um, all that stuff is available on our website. It's under polling locations. Oh, another exciting thing, um, at the Quincy Lodge of Elks, we're going back upstairs this year. Um, I don't know if it's permanent, but we did ask if we could go back upstairs, and they were nice enough to have us. So we'll be back upstairs, and we'll let people know that ahead of time. We'll have signs out there saying vote back upstairs rather than the lower level. So we're excited about that.
Is that both for the
And our
primary and
sign
and the
initiative.
final?
Hmm?
Is that for the primary and the final
Yes, it
election?
is.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And working on some polling locations like Point Webster School. We worked one year on the lighting, and this year we'll work on the signage. Um, Same with um, Hunt Street location of North Quincy High. Um, and Clifford Marshall, where you have to go up and behind there to get
Mhm.
into the main. We want to put out some more signs there to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to vote on election day. But do know that there are those other ways, which is vote by mail and in-person voting here. We will take for the final and do some early voting at Central Middle School, but not for the primary,
Okay.
only for the final.
Okay. Very good. What happens, Nikki, if somebody is inactive and votes by mail? What happens with that?
So we take their signature and verify it, and then we would update it so that they could vote by mail.
Okay. All right. Because I know if you show up in person to vote and you're on the inactive voter list, you can take care of it right there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
All
Anything
right.
else?
I think that's it.
I think that's enough for now.
That's enough for now.
Yeah, the November ballot's going to be a lot longer. I think there are 7 or 8 ballot questions this year, so that's
At
going to,
least.
yeah, that's
At
going to take
least.
some
The good
time.
news is that on that front is that we updated um, the voting equipment last year. So it's the latest and greatest.
Mhm.
So it's twice as fast as it was before. So even if it is a 4-page double ballot, we hope the processing will be the same as a two-page ballot,
Right.
so
Okay.
that was our goal with that initiative last year to upgrade our voting equipment with um the latest and greatest.
Excellent. Good to know, because we don't want long lines at the polls, that's for sure. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And if there's something that's hindering you, and you can't get to the polls, there are, other options which we'll make available, through the social media, through QA2 TV, through the Quincy Sun, and if anyone has any questions, they can certainly call here.
Sure. Okay. Great. Appreciate the update. Always great to catch up, Nikki.
Okay, take care.
All right. We'll see you in August.
Okay, bye-bye.